Hi, my name is Tim Meunier, and I'm the Director of Music Ministries here at the First United Methodist Church of Jackson, Michigan, and this is Food for Thought for Friday, July 10. One of the things that I really like about my job is that it has beginnings and endings. We begin our choir season in September, and by the middle of June, it ends, with everyone looking forward to a little summer break. I find that endings make beginnings all the more sweeter. Usually, our faithful choir, who have had a full season of rehearsals, worship services, and concerts, welcome the summer break. But the best part of the summer break seems to be when it's over and we can gather again as a choir family to make music. The break is just long enough to make everyone hungry to make music again. I've often found that vacations are fun to take, but it's also nice to come home again. My love of beginnings and endings is probably just one of the many reasons why I love spring so much. After a summer of watering, weeding, and tending to all the gardens, I enjoy the fruits of my labor with a fall harvest. Then, after all the tasks of the fall garden cleanup, we endure a long, cold winter, far longer than anyone cares to endure. But winter is a season of rest, and that is a valuable time for gardens and those who tend them. But then, ever so slowly, spring begins to make an appearance. The snow begins to recede, and one by one, the bulbs poke out of the ground and buds swell until May arrives and everything bursts into magnificent bloom. It is because of the harsh, cold winter that spring is so glorious. When Jesus was resurrected, it was after a long, harsh, cold winter of betrayal, trial, and pain. There was darkness in the hearts of many as he hung there on the cross. But just as Jesus knew, his death on the cross had to happen in order for the promise of his resurrection to be fulfilled. He knew that the hard winter would give way to a spring of promise. There's a gorgeous anthem that the choir has sung by composer Craig Courtney. It's called All Things New. This anthem has a beautiful, deeply moving text, and I'd like to read part of it too. Sorrow lingers in the garden, willows weeping wet with dew. But in the breeze, a whispered promise, I am making all things new. Let the gentle hand of morning brush your eyes that you may see mercies new and never ceasing into all eternity. As it was in the beginning, in the end so shall it be. Through the cross, a new creation, Christ has won the victory. Step by faith into the promise. Bow the knee with voices raised, singing holy, 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 in an endless song of praise. Alleluia. You're probably thinking that this would make a great text and meditation for Easter, and you're probably right, but we are all Easter people. Now, I'm not sure what season you would call the season that we've been enduring right now. In our communities, there have been many who have died from COVID-19. Many are without incomes to support their families. There's civil unrest and protest in many cities. Many of these have become violent with looting and people being hurt. This is also an election year, and there's nothing like an election to prove that it's impossible to make everyone happy. But despite all of this, I choose to put my faith in God. I know that with that faith, He will make all things new. I pray that this long, hard, angry winter that we've been enduring will give way to a beautiful spring. Each day brings a promise that we can welcome in a new beginning, a new creation. Now, please don't get me wrong. There aren't butterflies coming out of my pockets or a little bluebird sitting on my shoulder. I know that making all things new won't be easy. But like learning a new anthem or a new skill, you have to start small and you grow in your understanding. And maybe right now, we can each grow in our understanding of each other, which means that we can help to make all things new by starting small in our own little world. How we interact with others, how we listen to others, how we understand others and their points of view. This is a good time for beginnings and endings. I pray that all of the challenge that we're dealing with right now will end, and I'm certainly eager for a new beginning. I have faith that a new day is coming, and we will begin to see all things new. The cold winter has passed, and we will enter into a new spring, a new beginning. I have to believe that if we put effort into planting the right seeds, that we will reap the rewards of a new harvest. Because with our faith in God, He will make all things new.